All right, so I want to just talk about the difference. You'll see this as lateral epicondylitis, right? Itis, inflammation of the lateral epicondyle, right? Now, okay, so we've found out that with the majority of tendon injuries, Achilles, tendon pathologies, I beg your pardon, there's not so much of it. It's not Achilles tendonitis, patella tendonitis. They're a breakdown. So it's not. So the same with inflammation here. While we don't want to use ice, because as you see in my talking about not using ice in acute injuries, it's no different to these degrading injuries. Tendinosis, which means it's a collagen breakdown, so it's degenerating and these chronic problems. So we want to get heat to the area to get to start that inflammation with our therapies because what happens is the body can, and this is what I used to do with acupuncture and why I've used dry needling techniques, because it would stimulate an inflammatory response. And so the same thing with us, by stimulating the body's inflammatory response to get the body back to inflammation, repair, remodeling. Repair cannot happen, as I taught you in the other lectures, repair cannot happen until we've had the inflammation stage. So we need that inflammation. Okay, so ice, so first of all, we don't want to put ice because there's no inflammation to decrease, okay? So what we want to do is, as I say, put heat to the area, stimulate through our therapies, stimulating an inflammatory response that is controlled, that will then get the body to get back to working on healing this area. And that's what we're going to be doing. So through heat and through our therapies as well, gently in a controlled manner to get a response from the body. So that's why it's a tendinosis rather than a tendinitis. So it really should be called lateral epicondylosis, as opposed to epicondylitis. So you'll see that in these different terms, but that's what we know now, that it's not so many inflammatory mediators. It's not inflamed. As it gets chronic, it becomes degenerative, which means tendinosis.